Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Phil Caldwell. I'm from Ceres Power. Like Dave, I've been in the fuel cell industry for over 10 years, and I think the good news for people who have been disappointed by fuel cells for quite some time is you actually can see a second coming of fuel cells. And it's gone through various stages of evolution, but fuel cell technology is more relevant than ever today. I'm going to talk about fuel cell technology for the real world, and that's what Ceres Power is all about. The real world is one of, changing demands on energy, natural gas infrastructure. It's dominated in the fuel cell space by the global OEMs. And what I want to talk about today is next generation of technology from Ceres Power. So let's just take a look at the global picture. I mean, I'm sure everybody in the audience is well aware of this, but world energy demand is increasing, up 50% by 2040. We're now actually starting to see big energy issues hitting the likes of the United States, where blackouts cost something like $80 billion a year. Post-Fukushima, Japan is now importing more LNG than ever, 20% up post-Fukushima. And Japan and Korea import something like 97% of all their energy requirements. UK, gas is increasing as part of the energy mix, not just in the UK, but will be about 25% of the global energy mix going forward. And of course, we're all suffering from increasing energy bills with the cost of replacing the expensive centralized generation infrastructure that we have. So the reason I think there's a renaissance towards fuel cells is fuel cells are the most efficient device for converting gas into power through distributed generation. If you look at what's happened in the fuel cell industry in 2012 actually topped $1 billion for the first time, and it's predicted to hit $30 billion by 2020. We've gone through various stages, through the mission-critical kind of applications where fuel cells began with space programs. Then we moved on to the green agenda, but really, this is not really a clean tech play anymore. This is being driven by hard economics. What you've got in Japan, as I said, is this increase of energy import on LNG, and therefore they are rolling out micro CHP in the home. Last year, the likes of Toshiba and Panasonic sold 50,000 of these units, and you can actually go online and see television campaigns to actually sell you fuel cells for your home. In the United States, it's a different driver. You've got the likes of eBay, Google, Apple, now choosing to run data centers using fuel cells because the gas grid is 5 nines reliable, whereas overhead transmission is less reliable, as we're all seeing with the recent adverse conditions. And also, it was talked about earlier, the growth of mobile telephony, but that cloud that we all talk about is not really a cloud. It's a big data center in the Arctic Circle or in North Carolina, and it's actually starting to consume something like 1% of global energy demand. So these companies are under pressure to actually look at consuming energy more efficiently. It's hard to do show and tell with quite a big audience, but what we have in Ceres Power is quite unique. Dave talked about a move towards replacing platinum catalysts. Fuel cells normally have an expensive component, whether it's a platinum-based, as in low-temperature PEM, or a ceramic-based in solid oxide fuel cells. What we have in Ceres Power is actually a steel-based fuel cell. So this is 95% steel. Therefore, it's inherently cost-effective. If I took the word fuel cell out of this and called it a steel cell, which is what we now brand this product as, you could look at it as almost like a plate heat exchanger with a very thin layer of ceramic, which will generate high efficiency at low cost. If you could have one of these for your home, there's no reason why you wouldn't have one if it was cost effective. Our business model is really targeting core technology into the big global OEMs, because it is the likes of the Toshibas, the Panasonics, the Toyotas, the Hondas that really drive this industry. If you took all the investment that's been in fuel cells over the year, it would be less than Toyota or Daimler has spent, because they've spent $2 billion to date each on fuel cell development. Why do people come and assess the technology with Ceres Power? Well, basically, this technology is higher efficiency than PEM, so we're moving up to 45% electrical efficiency. And if you want to use it for primary power, again, you can move it up 50% or more. It's low cost. Compared with what's on the market today, this technology will be a step change of about a third of the cost of what the Japanese have. It's robust to thermal cycling and e-stops. What that means is when you stop-start a fuel cell currently on the SOFC, you often have problems. Ceres has been through that and actually has solved those problems with this robust steel cell technology. The business model is one I've used before, where basically we license the technology to our partners, the OEM partners, but we also have an opportunity with manufacturers to joint venture to actually make the steel cells themselves. It's a global market. If you look at residential, 18 million units a year is sold. If you look at the business market, that's just starting to grow. So we really have a multi-billion pound opportunity here. I've been told to stop, so I will, but thank you for your time, and please come and talk afterwards. Thank you.